Hello everybody and welcome back to Patience Simulator. Apparently OBS didn't want to do the transition there. Let's try that one again. Yeah, fantastic. So welcome back to Patience Simulator here, where we are simulating a lot of patience. We're just chilling, as we have been this entire time. But that will end, I promise. That will definitely end. We're going to finish up psychological warfare here, and we need a lot of manpower. Our manpower gains are not good. 269 per month. It's mediocre at best. The good news is we have a lot of infantry equipment stockpiled. The bad news is we don't have anyone to shoot those guns. Psychological warfare finishes up, and we are going to grab the form department. That always sounds so weird. Like, I think it's intended to sound that way, but it always sounds like it's, like, stuck when I open that up. I don't know. I think it's intended and not a bug, but it definitely sounds weird. So we're going to be finishing up our infantry research here in 133 days. And we're going to be working on a fair amount of support company upgrades for a while yet. But then after that, we're going to start working our way through naval upgrades. And that will be great. We're going to be finishing up these coastal forts in approximately 1 trillion years, so that's okay. We're not too concerned about this. We only have 7 factories working on this right now, and that is because a bunch of factories, 8, are currently working on this form department here. For the... I call it the form department, but it's actually form department, as in, it's not a department for forms. We are forming the department. But I think it's funnier to refer to it as the form department, so that's what we're going with. Fantastic. We are a little bit short on our stability here. We could do something about that. Sure. We'll improve worker conditions. That'll be fine. So that'll be for 6 months, and what does that put us at for our construction? 3 civilian factories. It's not a lot. We're not shocked by that, but it's definitely not a lot. Okay, so in our naval doctrine here, what did I just click through? Oh, no enemy cipher is being decrypted right now because we just finished the cryptology department. Great. We're to grab the radio interception group, but that does, of course, mean that we have about double the amount of civilian factories working now. So that's cool. And whose cipher do we want to decrypt? Probably Japan. It's going to take a while. But we'll get started on that. Japan is definitely looking like our target of choice. Let's see what they've got going on here. We have some intel on them at this point. They're at 2 million manpower right now. Okay. Well, they're definitely spooky. But that's okay. We are biding our time. We have 23 decisions that we can make. I don't see 23 decisions here, but sure. Okay. That's fine. How are we doing on our... Oh, we're 100% democratic. Okay. No problem there. And we're going to finish up some of these researches very, very soon. We will eventually attack Japan, naturally. I'm a little salty that Poland joined the Central Powers without telling us, but... I mean, they have expanded dramatically since they did that. So good for them. Yeah, awkwardness is definitely ensuing. The US needs to actually, you know, do something. Are they doing anything? I don't know. Tenutuva has been annexed by the Soviets. Good for them. Okay, so 15 days on our support companies. We are getting close to having our support companies done. We need to get Field Hospital 3. And then we can start working on level 4 support companies. We will prioritize these 5 that we have. Radio Interception Group finishes up as well. And that, as you can see, cut our decryption time of the Japanese shogunate in half. That's insane. We're going to continue working on getting all of these upgrades done, though. Cool. So we are at 100% stability and war support now. I'd love to see a region-wide industrial integration pop up here, but it just hasn't happened for a while. We are full up, aren't we? Yes, we are. We can't build any more factories. So that's fine for the moment. We're going to finish these up soon. I don't really want to declare on Japan without a navy. That's the thing. Hong Kong has fallen. And eventually China will fall. But Japan is going to overreach. I'm pretty sure. Maintenance Company 3 finishes, and we are going to immediately grab Field Hospital 3. That'll be done in 113 days. Engineer Company 3 finishes as well. And now we can grab ourselves Engineer Company 4. Cool. There we go. So both of those will be done in 110 days. Night Vision 2 will be done in 72. So we're going to be completely done with our weapons and equipment for infantry at that point. And at that point, we can start to work again on having all 3 slots working on our support companies. So how much do we actually need here? We need 1, 2, 3, 4 techs here, plus another 8. So like 12 total techs, if we want to get all of this done right now. Now, I don't think it's necessary to get military police or logistics company done at this immediate time. So we really only need the 4 technologies here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Okay. Radio interception group finishes up. And once again, that cuts this down by a substantial amount. We're going to grab our machine-assisted decryption now. And of course, each one of these will cut it by less because we're getting like flat amounts of decryption. So that's okay. Fantastic. Hey, we got some and it's gone. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. So Western Australia is going to have its coastal forts done eventually. Eventually. Now, when we go after Japan, we are going to be able to bump up to extensive conscription, possibly even service by requirement. Actually, maybe even higher than that. But we really don't want to go above, like, extensive conscription if we can help it, because that gives us a pretty major decrease to our outputs, which is not good. We don't like that at all. So we will just proceed here for the moment, and we'll bump up as high as we can get away with, we think. Let's see, that would bring us up to, what, 5% manpower? That'd be a lot better, for sure. For sure. Well, we can grab ourselves a land doctrine here, I think. Yeah, we absolutely can. So combined arms, we'll go ahead and take. And then as far as our naval doctrines go, we should consider just spamming some of these out. So we'll take undersea blockade for right now and convoy sailing, as well as convoy interdiction. Cool. And we will continue to bank up various experiences. Excellent. Machine-assisted decryption finishes, and we will continue to get level 2 of machine-assisted decryption. So that'll be done pretty soon, actually. We're making good progress on this now. Now, Japan is definitely beating China. This is not surprising. We'll see what happens versus the Soviets. That's going to be very interesting indeed. But yeah, I'm not really surprised that they're beating China right now. Cool. How's our tech coming? 29 days on Night Vision 2. Not too bad there. And how many tank divisions do we actually have right now? We have 2 armored divisions. Okay. I'm going to swap around our recruitment here. We're going to get rid of this unit, and we're going to add... Wow, we have a lot of manpower in these. Okay, that's cool. Well, we did. Now we don't. How much do we have in this? Oh, these are actually... This one's actually full on manpower. So is this one. And this one's almost full. That's surprising to me. I mean, it's been a while. But yeah, we're going to go with armored divisions 2 armored divisions to 1 infantry division at this point. So that'll be fine. Okay. Yeah, that definitely surprises me. But, I mean, we have been chilling at 0 manpower for a very long time. And I guess it's just piled up. Okay, cool. I like it. Machine-assisted decryption, level 2, finishes up. And now we're going to go to level 3. Now, level 2 didn't really change that very much. But that's okay. And yeah, there's that infantry division that we knew was going to be done pretty soon. How are we doing on our tank production, though? That's a question. We're at 2.26 per day, and we're going to make it up to like 2.5 we calculated. So yeah, that's really not bad. We'll be through this deficit in about a year. And keep in mind, this variant of modern tank is like super expensive to make because we're using cast armor. We can cheapen that later on. So that'll be fine. Okay. Sounds good. Night Vision 2 finishes up. Oh, I did want to check in here. Yeah, this one has literally 0 manpower in it because this one wasn't full. Got it. Okay, so we finish up our final infantry research there, and we are going to work on maxing out our various support companies here. So this is going to be done very soon. There's 3 additional after this, and they're going to be 112 days each. So yeah, that's really not too bad. Absolutely great. I wouldn't mind eventually tossing more military factories into our modern tank chassis production, of course. But without additional region-wide industrial integrations coming in, that's not really going to be super viable. So our next move will, of course, be after we finish up all of this. Our next move will be, yeah, China capitulated to Japan. I'm not surprised by that. Okay. And the Georgian Socialist Republic capitulated as well. So our next move is going to be working on our navy. Absolutely. 100%. Field Hospital 3 is going to be done in 22 days. Make that 20 days. Cool. So not too long on those. And each of these upgrades are going pretty quickly as well. So we're down to 680 days on breaking the Japanese codes. We're going to have a fully upgraded cryptology department very soon. And this is also reduced by 50% because we're at peace. That's good to know. The Armenian Socialist Republic has capitulated. The Soviet Union is actually in a really grim position. That said, Japan is going to be overextended here. Pretty sure about that one. So we can see that they have 1 million to 2 million deployed manpower, and they currently have about 2 million in the bank. That's the major concern to me for fighting Japan. Let's look at our sea zones here. What would we need to hold to keep them from properly attacking us? If we held this zone, ideally like this one. So like 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, we wouldn't need to hold this one and this one. Well, we would, because they'd need to come this way. So we'd have to hold like this zone. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe, but we wouldn't technically need this one. So okay, field hospital. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 sea zones. Okay, good to know. We're going to grab ourselves a maintenance company here. Maintenance company upgrade. Our engineers are now maxed out, and we'll grab the field hospital upgrade there. There we go. And our cryptology department is getting really close to being maxed out. Really, really close. So that's fantastic. The government cipher school is helping our cryptology level. It's not giving us more decryption power. So we're at our max decryption power right now. Cool. That's fine. We can definitely go into, like, naval production. Not that that's really going to help us, but what else are we going to spend our political power on? We're kind of running out of things for that. So that's okay. We'll go ahead and get that going. Cool. I really want to get these researches done very, very badly. We're going to have this completed very soon. We will come back later and grab the logistics company and the military police. That's something that we're going to want after the war breaks out, so that's not a high priority for us. I just want to get all of these maxed out, and then we'll go into our navy, which is really behind the times right now, that's for sure. I think we'll start with destroyers. That should be reasonably quick in theory. And relatively easy to get cruisers out, or rather destroyers out. So that'll be fine. Cool. So, we really do want to get these researches done. I wish they were done a little bit faster. Hey, manpower! And it's gone. Beautiful. So this is the state of the Japanese shogunate right now. Government Cipher School finishes up, and we will, we will hop over into our cryptology department here and grab ourselves machine-assisted encryption. We want to get our encryption level up to maximum. So that'll be fine. Now we could infiltrate the Japanese army. Something like this. The outlook is excellent. And we can automatically commence that when ready. We'll just try to infiltrate that and see what we can find there. So that'll be okay. We've got a good intel network there. And that now is an armored division finishing up. That's excellent. We're very, very happy about that one. This armored division doesn't have all of its manpower or all of its modern tanks yet. And this one has no manpower. And this one has no manpower. Okay. It's going to take a long time to get the manpower for all of these. That's pretty clear. I mean, unless we run into that weird system that we found, like, I'm not convinced it was a bug, necessarily, but that weird thing that we had in Brazil, where we got 30,000 manpower every time the game started, I don't know what was up with that. That would be awfully handy for us, but I haven't seen that happening thus far. It might have been a bug that has since been fixed. So, we'll see. We'll see if it crops up. But I kind of doubt it, if I'm honest. I think that's not going to happen here. So 2.55 per day for a modern tank chassis. That's not too bad. So we're going to have our modern tank deficit here gone in about a year. Cool. We're going to get our companies finished up in 25 days, or, well, this company finished up in 25 days. That's fine. And how are we doing on our cryptology department? That just finishes. We've only got 2 more upgrades to go here in our intelligence agency. So that is fantastic. And there goes our manpower again. No shocker there. Oh, if only that was a daily gain of manpower. You know how happy that would make me, but no, it's a monthly gain. It is what it is. 18 days on the recon company, and 19 days on machine-assisted encryption. So that's not too bad. Both of those will be done very, very soon. And after recon company, we're going to be able to grab signal company. And then any future slots are going to be devoted to Navy. And then we'll get air after that. So that'll be fine. We're definitely going to want to get down to like fighter 3s. But that'll be good. It is definitely awkward only having 3 research slots. We'll be able to get more once we go to war, but honestly, there's not going to be a lot of point. We're going to have most of our technologies at that point that we want. So Japan is continuing to press out over this direction. I'm hoping that the US decides to do something about that. They're currently working on the Lend-Lease Act. Good job, guys. Good job. Not sure what the point of that is, but okay. How much manpower do they have? About the same as Japan. But they're probably on a really lax conscription law, honestly. So, okay, there's Recon Company finishing up. Beautiful. Next up, of course, we grab Signal Company. And that's the last support company that we're going to get for the time being. So Maintenance Company will finish up soon, and Machine-Assisted Encryption finishes up. We're going to grab the last upgrade for our intelligence agency here. Cool. So at this point, all 3 of these research slots, as they finish up these support companies, are going to be devoted to working on the Navy. That's excellent. We're going to be banking up naval experience. That will be necessary. And what are we going to do first here? Well, we're going to have 1 research slot dedicated to powering down this line. We're going to have another research slot grabbing these, and then another grabbing this. We want to get our destroyers to top-tier equipment as soon as possible. Now, there's all of these armaments and damage controls and such down here. We might want to grab these quickly first, actually. I say quickly. I mean, they're reasonably quick. Yeah, they're reasonably quick. So we can grab all of these upgrades first, in theory. So we can start like 1 down fire control, 1 down damage control, and then 1 down these armaments, and then 1 this way, 1 this way, 1 this way. And then we can go after the destroyers and get ourselves a nice top-tier destroyer, in theory. It'll take a little while to get that research done. There's no doubt about it. But that's the current plan. And then we know that we're going to need, like, at least 4 carrier groups, I think. Based on what we blocked out with potential blockade zones. So that's definitely a thing. Machine-assisted encryption is done, and that means our intelligence agency is at maximum efficiency. Cool. At least as far as its upgrades go. So that's great. Still no region-wide industrial integration. I am big sad. That is for sure. We have lots of political power. And our army infiltration will be completed on 4 August 1947. Okay. So that's a good amount of time yet before that's done. Maintenance Company and Field Hospital are going to be finishing up momentarily here. So it is time to dive into the Navy. Cool. This is complete. We're not going to worry about MP or logistics just yet. We will want those later, but for now, I definitely want to start getting some Navy going. So we're going to grab some fire control methods here. Now, these are just passive upgrades. This is not actually super important for the moment. Yeah, none of this is actual equipment, so we're going to grab the turreted secondary battery for now. All I'm interested for the moment here, we will come back and get these later on, but all I want right now is the actual equipment. So we're going to grab ourselves the basic heavy battery. And both of those will actually finish up before Signal Company 4, which is kind of funny. I like it. That is pretty great. We're going to chunk our way through these naval researches pretty quickly, I think. I hope. Yeah, it should overall be fairly quickly. I'm hoping that we can get ourselves destroyers, like a top-tier destroyer being pumped out of our dockyards by the end of next episode. That's the idea. So hopefully that will be the case. And then we'll focus on, like, cruisers and battleships after that. And then carriers and submarines after that. Would be the idea. But we'll just get this done very, very quickly. It'll go a lot quicker than the Signal Company, or rather than the support companies did. That's for sure. But it is about time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to see about getting ourselves some Navy. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, Sigma162, JJ Gamer, Ken Tuin, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Kadra, Raw Potato, Elmichi Nazi, Justin Everett, Emiliano Camprin, Martin Lawrence, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.